and welcome to the Scarlet Classic Round 1 bracket. It's finally begun the tournament to decide who will win the illustrious unknown amount of prize money. I haven't been told yet. Don't shoot me.
We have no idea how much it is.
Yeah. First place gets to be announced plus money. Second place gets to be announced. Prizing sponsored by Rutgers Esports. Thank you for giving us all the information we need. Today, we have me,
Yes, sir.
Keldric, and
And alongside him virtually is me, Dan, ThatOneDan, and we're gonna cast round number one. This is the only round that's in round number one because
yeah,
we don't
9
have
teams
we
signed
don't
up.
have many.
Yeah. 9 teams signed up, so instead of an
Yeah.
8-man bracket, it's just a really scuffed 16-man bracket with
Yeah, it's
single,
a very scuffed single
the 8
elim
seed
bracket.
and 9 seed battling it out to
You can
decide
see
who
that
gets
right
to.
there on the champ
Yeah.
select, right in the middle. There's the bracket. See for yourselves. See how scuffed the single elim bracket is.
I do believe it is a best of 3
It is a best of three.
all the way through
And
until
then the
finals.
finals is a best of
Oh,
five.
finals is best of 5. You're
Yes,
right.
sir.
Tournament
Who
draft, of
knows? We might
course.
have like a several minute delay and we'll get that. Forget what I'm saying. We're already in champ select.
Yep, we are in champ select. We got a Tom Kench ban straight off the bat. Because with Jimmy and friends on the red side, their top laner plays a bunch of Kench top.
I think. All right, so yeah, there goes the Zeri.
Yeah, and still very strong this patch. Syndra getting banned out, gonna be targeted at IU very Pog, who is a bit of a Syndra Vex 2 trick. Makes me wonder if they're gonna check a ban at Vex for B3. Just take out both comfort champions there.
I
And
mean,
maybe look to play around the mid lane.
there's definitely other champions that do the same thing as like the Zendra, the Vex in terms of like control mages. Maybe not so much for the Vex since she's the one pretty much going in, just like an AP assassin pretty much. But there's the Fiddle ban, which is kind of interesting,
Yep.
and they do actually ban the Vex.
Um, I believe Jimmy and Friends team, they recently did play some flex games, and he was trying out the Kaisa mid, brought to you by Faker
Oh,
to
the
ruin your
Faker
solo queue
effect.
games. Yeah,
Of course it's
brought
the
to
Faker
you.
effect.
Hopefully it doesn't last too long. I mean, we're still feeling the reverberations of Rocks Tigers MF support ruining people's games.
That's still
Still not a
happening?
good pick, never has been.
That's still going?
I've run into a couple of them
I
that aren't
have
the most
I
useful.
mean, I don't play solo queue all that much anymore. Oh god.
Oh, it's gonna be the
Oh
Kaisa
god.
sniped away. Doesn't have to go
It doesn't have to go
mid,
mid,
of
but
course.
into a
Yeah,
Jin, I feel like this Kai'Sa should go mid,
yeah.
in my
I
opinion.
do believe that soon as the ADC for iHeart MR plays Kaisa a fair bit. Most played ADC on their account actually, so it makes sense for them to first pick it away. And Comfort coming in for VII, the Jin pick coming most played as well
Ooh,
here.
and a blind pick Nazahar.
Yeah, bit interesting in my opinion. It's
I mean,
definitely a
yeah,
bit of a safe pick.
I feel like it is a very good pick to prevent some sort of like
Mhm.
all-in assassin from being picked because there's no chance that a
Yeah.
comfort control mage will get picked because they banned the Syndra, they banned the Vex. There's
Also,
really
it
not many
has a
options.
very nice matchup actually into the Kaisa mid if they decide to flex it there. It's very hard for Kaisa mid to trade into Malzahar just because how his passive is. She has trouble popping it, and her auto and Q range are the same as Malzahar's E, so she's always going to be eating that poke if she tries to trade. Kha'Zix's gonna be locked in as follow-up, and as he said, these 80 assassins that won't jump, you really do have the hard time into the Malzahar, just because that instant suppression, a point and click, is so fast, so consistent, really able to tie down these assassins. And
Oh,
yeah, it's
and yeah,
just gonna be Yuri on the mid.
that's pretty much the only option left in terms of mid lane matchup. Another one of those safe control mages. So we shouldn't expect much to happen in the mid lane unless there's obviously a gank or a roam happening, as the Viego will get locked in. Speaking of roaming,
Yeah, Viego, interesting pick. I'm not sure if Toasty plays it in the top lane. That might be going towards Pylon the Cone in the jungle there. And now we're looking at round 2 bans still on the table, supports for both teams, and I believe top laners. So Crispy Dumpling, the top laner for I Heart MR, his Gwen already banned out. He does tend to play some carry champions. He has the GP, the Aatrox, and the Tryndamere all on record here. Meanwhile, Toasty, uh, going in a bit blind for him, honestly. He plays a lot of different roles in solo queue. He does tend to like the tanks, though, the Shen, the Malphite, the Ornn. So I can see why they want to ban out the Gwen.
And then there's the Morgana pick
Yeah.
banned as well, just so they can guarantee a pick potential, especially with the Malzahar.
Also, Jin Morgana just a pretty strong lane in its own right. You have so much shove power, and the poke is really, really strong. You get the puddle down, Jin W's off of it. It's pretty much a guaranteed route from that. And yeah, it's gonna be the Shen band away. Gonna take out that strong global presence from Toasty.
Another
Gonna
one of those
prevent him
things
from
where they
making
guarantee a
confident
pick.
plays. Yeah.
With no shield, they can't really do much. Now the only thing that can save them is probably like Soraka or something, which is pretty likely. There's the Jin Leona, another
I
one of those
actually do
strong
like
bot
the
lane.
Leona pick
Yeah,
here,
definitely
just
a very
because
strong bot lane duo.
yeah, it's strong, and also with the Morgana band does lean towards that. I Heart and Mark's probably gonna look for engage support to pair well with Sakai. Some maybe go the Gallios and Nautilus. So having Leona champion does really well into these engage supports. Has the 4-second CD, no 5-second CD on the
Ooh,
Q.
the
Yeah, there it
Alistar.
is, the Alistar.
Okay, different. Definitely an interesting pick. Definitely one of those better picks to counter the Leona engage. That is definitely a very good option available for the support, and they're gonna take the chance, and we'll see how that turns out. Maybe we'll see a Leona go in, Alistair hits him with the pulverize, knocks him into tower. That'll be funny.
Oh, Cho'Gath could be pretty good here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jimmy and friends don't really have good tank damage. Jin historically has struggled into beefy frontline. Malzahar, not the greatest either. Just because his space ice is really only single target. Has all trouble getting when he really wants the damage to not be on the front line, rather on one of the carries. So we are looking towards top lane last pick most likely. Could go set potentially get a good suplex, but no, it's gonna be
Ooh,
the scaling pick. The
it's gonna be the
Nasus.
scale.
Uh,
They're gonna start. They're just gonna scale. There's not much gonna be happening in the top or mid lane
yeah,
without any ganks, obviously. But bot lane
it
could be
is.
a little volatile.
It
Definitely,
is
the
pretty
junglers
scary.
could look for something. Kha'Zix could look for something. Maybe pre-level 6. Viego definitely wants to try to farm as much as he can to get that level 6 power spike. But you know,
I,
anything can happen, and I am not in the lobby.
mhm, that's interesting.
Hmm. Uh, hold on. We're gonna figure that out.
12.6 inactivity. Ah, of course. Anyways,
Yes.
going back to this, the team comps here, it is gonna be on Tusky to be avoiding these early ganks, because with this melee to melee matchup with the Cho'Gath, it's guaranteed slow from the E most likely if he ever decides to step up to farm and get stacked with his Q. And the E does really enable the Q knockup from Cho'Gath with ease just because of the slow, and then you get the silence on top. Really does make it easy for the Kha'Zix to follow up on them. And otherwise, Viego does have a lot of good gank opportunities in the bot lane. Leona Jin, as you said, incredibly strong 2v2. Lots of gank set up with the Leona there. And meanwhile, mid probably gonna be farm lane. Kinda hard to attack the Malzahar and the Orianna. They're both pretty long range, especially if the Orianna ends up going the phase rush.
Which I feel like is likely. Definitely. Especially when there's a Malzahar that wants to try to get on you. There's a Viego that wants to get on you. Leona also, believe it or not, wants to get on you. So the speed up will definitely be very, very useful. And soon enough we'll get into the actual,
Yeah.
game. One
Bit
day.
of a trouble getting into the game. First, tournament codes are very very, very annoying to deal with.
That
Who
is
would have
very
thought?
true. We're currently
Kai'Sa
waiting.
Alistar in its own right is pretty strong 2v2, but the problem is they are such a short range bot lane that, especially in the early levels, it's going to be hard for
It's
them
gonna
to
be very
contest the
difficult.
wave.
Yeah,
Alistar already, probably one of the weakest level 1 champions in the game. He really only does have the keyword W, whichever he decides to go, which does not make it very easy for him to get his damage out. I actually would have liked maybe to see, instead of the Malzahar here, just something with more damage, just because Jin, as a marksman, doesn't really supply much damage. He's much more of a utility ADC, uh, here to enable the team rather than to, sorry, rather than to actually deal the damage until really late into the game.
definitely.
So
Yeah.
having a much more damaging marksman could have helped for sure. And with that, I believe we are actually finally
We
getting
finally
draft.
made it. We
Yeah,
finally
we
made it.
finally sorted through everything.
Just a reminder, this is a best of 3, and winner of this moves on to round number 2. This is the only game that is in round number 1, believe it or not. But yeah, that's pretty much it. We obviously the finals will be held in person as usual for Scarlet Classic. I believe this is the first time in, I believe, 2 years, maybe 3, since the last time there was like an in-person setting. Yeah, I believe the last time we had like a match in person was what, Fireside 2018, and we don't want to talk about that. Or
Fireside
2019,
2018.
2019. Sorry about that.
Was 2019 the one where it's just absolute hell?
Yeah, the
Or
fact that the computers just couldn't connect to the internet
yeah,
for like
that
a
was
good
pretty
couple
rough.
hours. That was very rough. That was my first
I
cast at the
remember
time.
just waiting and be like, "Hey, what's the hold up? Where's the
It
games?"
was it was it was hell. We were just standing there, just waiting for the game to start, and then for some reason it would just not start. It was just it was bad. None of the underclassmen know about this.
Yeah,
None of them
that
know. None of them know.
none of them can know
Either we
either.
keep it that way or we educate them. We have to choose a place to go. But yeah, if you say Fireside 2019 to anyone, any of the upperclassmen, juniors and up,
I'll probably just met with a groan.
we're gonna get groans and Vietnam flashbacks.
Definitely one of the unluckier events.
Yeah, I mean, then again, it was my first time casting. It was like me and Dennis at the time. So
Was that you with the suit? I believe it was.
yeah, I kind of dripped out that day, but yeah, we I mean, it's a learning experience, and the fact that every time someone apologizes for a lot of delays, me and Dennis were always like, oh no, we've experienced worse. We've seen worse, so don't worry about it. But either
That
way, finally, James are locked in. We also have to survive a long and arduous 3 minute delay before we can actually see the game. And
yeah.
to
And
keep
unfortunately,
tournament integrity, we will there will be a collective 5 minute ban. There is a 3 minute ban in the game, obviously, as well as an extra 2 minute ban on stream. And yeah, so if any of you are trying to stream snipe, good luck.
and just hope that the winning team doesn't potentially join the Discord early, because I do remember a couple times how long these delays can get. There'd be a fair bit of spoiling done
Oh yeah,
when the winning
definitely.
team joins. Like, oh man, that was such a tough set. All we barely came on top, and the entire room's just sitting there watching. It's like, what?
What?
The
What?
game's still going.
It's still going, bruv. What you
Uh,
doing?
all right. I believe with that, we're gonna head to very short
Yeah, we're
break
gonna
and
have
go
a
into
we're gonna have a little break, and then
yeah,
soon
we're gonna
enough
enter
we'll
to
get
the
into
game
the
starts.
actual game. Yeah, game number one. I Heart MR versus Jimmy and Friends. Stay tuned for that, and we'll be right back.
And we're back, baby. I just had to deal with the worst spectator client known to man with Dan.
This is
They removed
This
so
is
many
so
things.
bad. I
They
hate it.
removed so many things. You can't see objective timers anymore. It launches with a black screen. Dan had to relaunch the entire spec tool itself.
And we
But
couldn't
hey,
go
we're finally
beyond.
into it.
I couldn't go farther back than 1 minute, but it's okay. Nothing really special happened.
Yeah, I just had to like so many things around. I couldn't even see the items on the players actually, but it looks
Really?
like level
I mean,
1 Toasty
yeah.
actually ended up getting a ward kill, so he's gonna hit level 2 a bit faster. He does already have 3 stacks. He stacked the ward with his Q.
Oh, and my scoreboard is broken.
Try turning it on and off again, but unironically.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, thank
I
you,
just
Rack
pressed O twice and it worked.
Yeah, thank you, Rack Games.
I
You're
hate
going
this.
overtime
This is
with
so
this
bad.
spectacle this
What
time.
is this?
It is crazy. But it looks like Venan and Phone Ratio are going to be pushing for the little advantage first here in the bottom lane. Of course, Alistar, as I said, not very good at contesting.
Ooh, Crispy.
Meanwhile,
He
small
hits level
trading
2, but
comp.
2 Toasty.
Actually-
Two Toasty? I think it's just Toasty, right? Storm is
Yeah, it's just
actually
Toasty.
looking
I
for a
don't
headbutt
actually
pulverize.
like
He's
the-
gonna connect.
I don't know
Good.
how this happened, but I thought that Venan and Golden Ratio ended up losing the level 2 advantage somehow. Maybe they pushed too early and the minions were doing a bit too much work. Toasty gonna miss a stack top lane, a bit unfortunate there. And meanwhile, both junglers are clear towards the bot side here. Very good ganks up for both sides. E-flash from Leona.
There's
Flash
definitely,
pulverize from Alistar.
definitely could see something happen down this river in terms of Scarlet Crab contention. Currently, iHeartMR is actually pushing down the bot lane very well. They definitely could set up and help their own jungler to try to get some sort of Scuttle Crab objective down. And here we go, ping already down on the Scuttle Crab. Twitched already moving in.
It looks like Pylon won't
Yeah,
be there to
and look at that,
contest it.
iHeartMR, they're trying to push the wave. Pulverize was already used on the minion wave. But they need to be careful because Jimmy and Friends.
As well.
Yeah, Jimmy and Friends know that there's no Pulverize. Twitch actually shows up in the mid lane. Because he already got the Scuttle Crab, and now he's going for the other one. Double Scuttle start for Twitch.
And
That's very good.
Very Pog utilized their entire mana bar to try to keep the wave shoved so that they can't do much now as the wave crashes in the turret. They're gonna have to take a reset here, most likely. TP back with some more mana. It looks like they didn't end up going the futures market on
There is a call to gank in the top side. It looks like there is some sort of opportunity presenting itself.
Yeah, but maybe
they have an idea. Yeah.
On the way in.
No, they just have an idea that he's there because they saw him in the mid lane. They saw him go towards the top side. So, process of elimination, Kha'Zix is top side.
Choking missed another stack on the melee there. A bit unfortunate. He's gonna be behind for now. 16 CS down against this Cho'Gath, and no pots either. It looks like IE Very Pog has managed to stay in the lane, has put the E on, as well as a corrupting potion to try to get some more mana back, get some more poke in, but the Orianna just gonna shield herself from that. Huge stacked wave falling, gonna give Venan a great reset time here, especially with the jungler closing on top.
IE Very Pog is still managing to stay alive in the lane, mainly because of his E. Because
yeah, but
when
2
on
biscuits
kill,
to 0. These Q autos are really starting to add up now. No way to sustain himself.
Yeah, there's the biscuit use, and he's just gonna get poked down. Here comes Pylon, the top lane. We'll see if they'll be able to do something here. I doubt something will
It's
happen.
not something you usually see. It's actually gonna be the Conqueror for the Nasus in the top lane. Usually it's either the fleet footwork or the Graffian dying.
Oh, here we go.
But here
There's
comes
a gank.
the gank. Yeah, W onto
Crispy
him.
Dumpling, he is in a lot of trouble. Manages to dodge away. Good on Pylon to dodge away from the silence, but Crispy will be forced to use the flash.
And I think that really comes down to just Pylon missing the W on a withered target. Not
It was a very tough target.
Yeah, minion
especially
wave
through
was
the
kind
minions.
of in the way there. Maybe it would have been worth it to commit the flash, actually. But Nasus, obviously not the greatest when it comes to the gank support, damage-wise. Sure, he has the wither, but, you know, Nasus without level 6, not the greatest of threats. Toasty looking like he's faking a ward top. Oh no, he actually did end up placing. We're gonna have some semblance of vision. They should know that Kha'Zix is either bot side or just starting to path top. Just because Pylon is finally getting to the bot side with jungle here. Because of the failed gank, he is going to be a level down on the Kha'Zix, but it looks like, speaking of Kha'Zix, Twitch is gonna forego his respawning topside camp to try to play for this,
They want to
dragon
try to
that's
play for this
spawned in.
dragon, definitely, yeah. And there's already four people down towards that bot side. You can see Lod's also playing down towards the bot side. And here we go. There's the scouting. The scout
VNS
coming out.
Blade barely whiffing from golden ratio there. But no action we had there. That actually was a pretty good opportunity to look as well. Alistair had just pulverized the wave. And it looks like Cho'Gath's gonna be committing his ulti just to stack up early game. I do like that, especially
Oh,
with...
wait a minute. That's a lot of poke coming down on IU very Pog. Kha'Zix is
He's
waiting.
not respecting this ball in the slightest, actually. Just eating so much damage. Gonna have to pop more with Corrupting Pots just to stay sustained up.
I honestly thought they were going to go for some sort of play, but
but look.
it looks like Pylon, he's going to make the play first. Deadly Flourish, the Pulverize going to try to buy a little bit of time. The Flash is down, and that's going to be enough to get himself out to safety.
But that's
So
gonna
far,
be a free regank soon.
Yeah, so far two ganks and 2 flashes.
Yeah.
I'd say not too shabby for an early game.
Yeah. Map impact definitely being felt, for sure. Meanwhile, Toasty just continuing to stack up in this top lane, but it's so hard with Cho'Gath E's. They're really starting to add up.
Yeah, he's
And-
sitting at a nice 87 stacks at the moment. Meanwhile, Kha'Zix is counter jungling in the top side. They did manage to spot
Oh,
Viego
wait,
in the
Golden Ratio
jungle.
could be in
Yeah,
danger
Golden
here.
Ratio could be in danger. He misses the E. The flash is there to get away, but the Kaisa also having a flash, but he's living for a very long time. Venon's gonna get shoved away, but is there gonna be enough damage? No, the Killer Instinct coming out as soon as we'll be able to secure a double kill. Great 2v2 coming out of iHeartMR.
Yeah, that was really unfortunate. Kaisa hitting level 6 just in time to be able to block the 4th shot from Jin. The Leona W allowed her to live so much longer, as well as the aftershock proc on top, almost able to turn that all in. And it looks like Pylon's gonna be having
Pylon. He's not level 6 yet. There's the flash, but I doubt it'll help him at all.
Yeah,
Flash
level
goes down
10
to drain, and
level
soon enough, everything is going to go down the drain. IU very Pug in a lot of trouble. Has to flash away from the shockwave. But
that's
Twitch,
the
he's
problem.
no wait, Twitch is right there. IU very Pug, he's aware of it. Twitch does have flash. Does he want to go for this? Yes, it is. There's the suppress, and that's going to be actually enough to shut him down.
That's the problem with when you fail these games. Sure, you got the flash, but you committed so much time to make those plays work. You're not getting any lane XP with it, so you're just falling so far behind this Kha'Zix. As you saw, 2 levels up there. Pylon the clone just hitting 6 now though to close the XP gap a bit, but definitely did not help. Toasty might need a pop ult here.
Yeah, Toasty, he's dangerously low. The feast could be enough to finish him off.
Because of the flash blown from Pylon the cone there, he actually was able to live. I think if he had flash, he would have followed the silence into a bunch, and he won't be able to pop ult to save himself.
Uh-oh. Toasty. He's definitely playing with fire there. This is the stack. But it's okay.
The Cho'Gath passive working so well to just keep Crispy Dumpling sustained up. It's such a strong passive. 44 health per minion killed. That's
Ooh,
a
Storm
third
Fury.
of a potion.
Oh my gosh, Storm Fury, he's very close to pulling the trigger here, but IU very Pog, he's actually coming down. There's the Solar Flare. Gonna tag onto the Alistar, but the Alistar does have the Unbreakable to try to keep himself alive for just a little bit longer. Golden Ratio, he's actually going dangerously low. He's gonna go down first, of all things. Teleport does get used by Lods. So they managed to get some sort of trade, I guess.
Yeah, that really just came down to Nether's Grasp not being off. The Alistar ulti so strong to dissuade any of these plays. 40% damage reduction level 1, I believe. On top of the aftershock resistances and the tab eye.
Oh,
Ivy
Toasty.
Pog not really able to pump out any damage. And Toasty is in danger. He needs to pump
He
now.
is in danger. He needs to pop the ultimate now. I'm surprised the feast didn't get used any sooner. I felt like there was enough time. Meanwhile, Herald will be used in the mid lane. As the dragon now going to be the main focus. Lots of not so great health bars. Speaking of health bars, Ivy Pog's health bar is absolutely destroyed. And meanwhile, Hextech Drake does get taken away by iHeart and Mar. Golden Ratio needs to run away to safety. And just like that, iHeart and Mar, they're already taking over this game. Pylon in a lot of trouble. Golden Ratio trying to do something to keep him at bay. And just like that, blink and you miss it. It's already a 7k gold lead.
Yeah, the snowball's really beginning to roll here. 60 CS lead in top lane, 40 mid. Bot's even, but 3 kills on Kaisa from these 2v2s in the failed play bot. Really adding up. Doesn't help that mid turret's already gone. That's going to open up so many plays across the map here. Gonna make it so much harder for them to try to claw their way back into the game. It's much harder to get vision to play around, especially with this picked comp they've gathered together with the Malzahar, with the Leona here. And sure, your Nasus, inevitably he'll be able to outscale this Cho'Gath in the side lane, but he's so far away from his Sunderer, and he only has 160 stacks in his game at 13 minutes.
Yeah, iHeart and Mar already sitting at three mythic items. It's only 13 minutes in. They are very, very ahead at the moment. And Pylon, he is struggling to get farm as he sees 3 members of iHeart and Mar just hanging out in their own jungle.
Here's another. Here's just a snowball. Oh my
god, there's the engage. There's the killer instinct. Venan in a lot of trouble, but Golden Ratio will be the first to fall. Curtain Call will be used, but he's just not doing any damage. All he has is a Ninja Tabby, Blaze Steel Cast, whatever you want to call it, and Noon Quiver. Double kill gonna get picked up for the Kaisa, and this game is slowly but surely falling apart for Jimmy and friends.
Yeah, this is 3 for 0 bot now with the Docking ordered. And that just comes down to the mid turret once again.
Oh, Toasty doing a lot of damage. Wither should be going up. Good flash dodge away from the spikes.
Yeah, he got the Wither as well.
Yeah, he's definitely got the kill. There's the final Q. I believe that is what, 12 plus 12? And Ivy Pog, he's made his way to the top lane, but Lods is in a lot of trouble. Does have the shockwave to keep himself safe. And that's gonna actually be enough to keep themselves alive as Twitch is here. 2-1 already. Could find more. Looks like they're not actually gonna. Pylon also here to try to keep things at bay, and they will manage to do so. Oh, wait a minute. Twitched. Don't know if you want to stay there, as the Heartbreaker is going to be used by Pylon to get himself to safety, but Toasty, I don't know about this one, as he's going to get taken down first. Ivy Pog can't do enough damage to try to get a trade in.
Yeah, he only had the, I believe it was the Sheen there, no armor on him. This Cosmic's just shredding through him, especially because he has Isolate combo on top.
Did Pylon just recall? And just leave Ivy Pog behind?
Yeah, he's fine.
Oh, this is gonna cause a lot of problems for Ivy Pog, as he's gonna flash away from most of the damage, but it's still not gonna be enough. Meanwhile, there's a dive down the bot lane, but Vina, he has to reload. He couldn't finish the kill onto Soonaz. Soonaz is actually gonna flash forward. He's surely gonna get the double kill. And there it is. A little bit of a misplay coming down the bot lane, as Soonaz is able to 2v1 a tower dive, as Pylon needs to defend the tower, but he's going to get chunked down very low.
Yeah, just not able to do enough damage there. The Ignite was enough, the heal was for the Kaisa. Healed as well makes it so much harder for her to be able to reposition so easily. And Leona just not tanky enough for the turret. Because of how fed this Kaisa is, Jin no Mythic just yet. Just taken out there.
Yeah, 7-0 for the Kaisa. Already sitting at 2 items, has the Lord Doms already.
Toasty stacking
And
up silently in the top lane though. So close to his mythic item there, the Sunder. It'll help him so much in the top lane, but for now they really just need to tough it out.
let me see, how many
Dragons being
stacks?
stacked.
230 stacks. That's the stack timer on the Nasus.
I wish I could
234.
see when the next dragon was coming up,
I
but Riot
do
Games
I
removed
do
that.
too. Yeah, what happened to
Yeah,
that
thanks,
objective
Riot.
timer?
But hey, they gave us the option to get rid of the team frames on the side, which
Yeah.
you could already do.
We
With the
can
press
also
of a
get rid of the
button.
mini map. Whoever the hell wants that, you can turn off the mini map and spectate now.
Alternatively, the H key.
Yes, I can
Which-
turn it off right here. I can turn off everything. You can only see the players now.
Let's see. Convict's
We're going for the
well.
true minimalist look. Anyway,
Meaning gonna have to book it. This Alistar's so fast with the Orianna move speed from the ball. 2 items on the Kha'Zix, 2 items on the Kaisa, soon to be 2 items on this Cho'Gath when he gets his Randuin's Omen, which I don't actually think is the best here.
looks
Maybe
like
a Bramble Vest would be better.
Toasty. He's gonna get jumped on, and he surely will go down here. Might need
Yeah,
to
I don't
pop
think
the
he even
ultimate.
popped ulti. I don't
He
think
could
he
pop
really
it
did
to
no
try to
matter
keep
what.
himself alive, yeah, but it's
Didn't
all
know
for
what
naught.
to do.
As the shockwave does still manage to catch Venan in the middle of a Gale Force, and that's going to be a kill. Going over the Storm Fury, he might go down actually. Nope, the shield will keep him safe.
Yeah, Golden Ratio had missed the Venus Blade on the Alistar there. Wasn't able to chain the ulti soon enough. Alistar barely getting out of the turret range, so he lives on his last legs here. And Orianna finally out of mana, gonna be pathing back to base. Probably gonna pick up her Archangel Staff actually for recall she's saying on 2k here. Jin finally playing his first mythic. Everyone on Jimmy and Friends team actually, except for Golden Ratio here, gonna be able to get theirs.
But the problem is,
Yeah, 14K
as they get their first mythic items, some members of iHeart and Mar already got their second item. Archangel's on the Orianna, as I mentioned earlier, the War Doms on the Kaisa. Now a Chemtech chainsaw. I forget the name of it. Is it Chempunk chainsword?
Straight
Same
out
thing.
of little kid's dream.
Same thing. It's
Chainsaw
mainly,
and a sword in one? No
yeah.
way.
It's like Gunblade, where it's like a gun and a blade.
Yeah, the semi-automatic knife. Good old reliable.
Yeah. Meanwhile, they're gonna try to group up, try to find something here. They might find Crispy Dumpling here. The stun doesn't connect, and a very early flash will be used. Which honestly is a good
Dan,
idea.
the N key. I figured it out. Cracked the code.
What is the end key? Oh my god, it's back!
It was
Alright, as I say that, Golden Ratio actually misses the Solar Flare. Storm Fairy wants to go for a re-engage, but will not do so, as the Dragon, as we can see now finally, will be up in 2 minutes, as well as Baron up in 20.
Yeah, 15 kills to 2 though. IU very pog, trying to wave clear at the bot lane, but Twitch is just flexing on them, stepping
He
up
opted
so
to go for
far.
the Bruiser build, which is kind of
that's-
interesting, considering how ahead they are at the moment.
I actually do like the Bruiser build here, just because the only real way to lose this game right now is Viego gets a reset, so as long as you're building pretty healthy to survive Flash,
Oh, wait a
Bard,
minute.
the
There's a
outplay.
pick that we want here. Lobs is going to have to flash away. Is there a response from iHeart and Mario? Well, the answer is yes. They're going to fully focus on the Baron. They see Pylon in the bot lane. This is a very good call coming out of iHeart and Mar. 20.5 minutes in, and they're already hitting the Baron, already at half HP. They definitely have enough damage. They have enough time. They have all the resources to take this Baron down. This is the fastest Baron I've seen yet. 20:35.
Yeah,
Wow.
Cho'Gath getting the munchin as well definitely helps there.
And that
Another
catapults,
stack,
yeah, that
seven total
catapults
now.
iHeart and Mar to a, what is that, a almost 15k gold lead?
Yeah, plus the XP you get from clearing it. Oh my god. Yeah, the reason why Orianna was able to live so long there is actually a gold ratio messed up his food chain.
By the time his root and stun from the Luna ended,
Uh-oh,
VII actually
Venan. He's gonna get jumped on by
good
Sunes.
attempt
I don't know how
for
to
the
say it, but
ratios, but I don't think
he's
it
so ahead.
matters.
They're way too ahead at this point. There's the TP coming in. They just want to go for the end. They just want to go for the throne at right here, right now.
Yeah, I don't know how well Malzahar and 300 Stagnatics can defend. But I don't know how Viego ever gets Aretha here, but they're gonna have to try. The Baron minions are pushing in finally.
I don't know how long they're gonna last. There's the two-man shockwave. That might be the finishing blow. And there goes the Malzahar. Ayugarlikog down for 30 seconds. There's a nice headbutt pulverized into the Unbreakable. The Herald is still alive, and they're just going to go in. Pylon already leaves the game. He knows it's over. Triple kill for Sunes. And here we go. We're going to see the Herald dance. Game number 1 in 22 minutes. Go see iHeartMR. I feel like we just... That was a speed run of a game. Oh my god.
It was a little fast.
It was a little too fast. Considering that there was a Baron being taken at 20 and a half minutes
Yeah,
in.
the Insta Baron. A bit of snowballing happened that game. While the ganks from Pylon were successful in Blank Flashes, it did cause them to fall a bit behind there. With the Kazakhs being, I believe, 20 CS up, he was able to be about 2 levels up in the early game because of it. No lane XP being gained from Khan there, and of course, just the CS deficits in the top mid did not do them any favors. The 2v2 bot
Definitely.
didn't go the way of
It
Jimmy
was
and friends
very
either.
rough. Yeah. And damn, we were literally just starting to talk about Champ Select like 20 minutes ago, and now we're already at game number 2. So, hopefully, Jimmy and friends will go back to the drawing board, try to sort things out. Maybe they will clap back for game number 2. We'll see. But for now, we will take a brief break, and we'll come back for the champ select for game number 2.
And welcome back to Game 2. Jimmy
Yes,
and
sir.
Friends versus I Heart MR. The last game was a bit of a stomp, but now Jimmy and Friends are looking to reverse their fortune there. And for Game 2, they have chosen blue side. Last game was a bit unfortunate. Some
Just a
misplays
little bit.
happening in the early game. Some early
Just a little
2v2s
bit.
didn't go their way.
Just a little
But
bit.
with that, we're starting draft now here.
Let's go.
Last time Jimmy and Friends did target the Zeri, Gwen, and Fiddle. It looks like they're sticking to it so far with the Zeri ban first.
But I heard MR. Will they go for the Syndra Vex ban like they usually go for? Oh, but there's the Malzahar.
Yeah.
That
Malzahar
might
did
change a
enable
little.
some plays that did go in the favor of Jimmy and Friends early, but it looks like they're going to stick to their guns, get the Kench out of there. Pretty strong top laner still. Very, very
Definitely.
tanky, very strong early. Going to be able to get tons of prio.
And we'll see what happens next as the bans are gonna soon enough come through for Jimmy and
Yeah.
Friends. Will it be the
One
same as
thing-
game number 1? I highly doubt it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
they
thing
didn't.
is
Yeah,
with
there it is. Yeah, this is
with
what
Jimmy and
I
Friends
expected.
being blue side, they do have access to the Kai'Sa first pick, which Iharmar did have last time, so it makes me wonder if the Kai'Sa will get banned out.
It's possible.
For
But
now, it is gonna just be the Syndra ban for I Heart MR. Gonna take away comfort once more. I could see the Vex ban staying there, but it looks like
oh, they're gonna
one
leave the
ban
Kai'Sa
again.
open. It seems like that's what they're trying to do. And they will leave the Kai'Sa open.
Yeah, the thing is, I don't know if VII does play Kai'Sa, so they will be able to tell very easily if it is going to be the Kai'Sa mid or not, as opposed to Aharamar who were able to flex it.
We'll see
Oh,
if that
no,
actually
looks
will.
like they're.
Oh, there's the hover.
Yeah, the thing is,
That
Vex is open. They left it open.
they did leave it open? Now they have an opportunity to take it. And if I were I Heart MR, that I would do just that, unless Jimmy and Friends do have some sort of counter to that Vex. But from what it seems like, that might not be the case. They actually might leave the Vex open for Jimmy and Friends, and that will be the case. Unless this Yasuo goes ADC, which is also very likely. So we'll see how that turns out as the Diana will get locked in for the jungle. Presumably jungle. Meanwhile, and yeah, and the Vex finally will see a comfort pick coming out of Jimmy and Friends will be locked in.
Diana
Right.
Yasuo, though, a
Yeah.
terrifying 2v2 and teamfight combo.
Now the question
Able to
is,
pump out so much damage.
yeah, and the question is now, where does this Yasuo go? Will it go towards the mid lane? Will it go bot lane? Or even top lane? No one will know. And soon enough, we might have an idea of where this Yasuo will be going as the J4 probably will get locked in. No, it's
Oh,
gonna be the Hecarim. I definitely like that
Hecarim.
choice.
Very big comfort for Pylon the Cone. Even if it has seen some nerfs this patch with the whole what's it called, with the base
Yeah,
damage
the
nerfs,
Q.
the tank build.
I think the Q
tank
also got
Hecarim?
nerfed.
Yeah, the Q base damage, I believe.
Which is kind of big, considering how much Hecarim uses his Q. And it's
Really
gonna be
does
the
add
Ornn.
up. Yeah, Ornn, very, very good champion for
Even locks
scaling.
in, yeah,
And
yeah,
also,
definitely scaling. That's what that.
very, very strong go bind. Diana in the with the Diana Yasuo comes really up to Diana to look for these engages, but Ornn go bind has the knock up on the ulti, of course, as well, which does enable the Yasuo as well. I would like to see maybe a Braum ban here. Braum able to completely get rid of Ornn's ulti. And also just a fine champ.
But I feel like
for
I
counter-engaging.
don't think Jimmy and Friends would go for that Braum pick, because
Yeah, true.
Kai'Sa is enabled through lots of CC, and speaking of CC, they managed to get rid of the champion that can do just that. It's gonna be the Leona. And that only leaves pretty much the Nautilus in terms of just pure CC. Maybe go back to the Alistar that worked out for iHeart and Mar in game number 1. But for now, iHeart and Mar should realize that they will be working with the melee support, and it looks like Jimmy and friends do not actually want to play that Alistar, so they will get rid of it entirely. Does in fact get rid of a knockup potential, and Lucian is going to get locked in. I think this is Lucian Nami.
Could be, yeah. Very, very good
It
to the
puts
Kai'Sa.
it puts Jimmy and friends in limbo. If they pick the Nami here,
Yeah.
they're missing out on so much CC and Kai'Sa DPS, and if they don't lock in the Nami, bot lane is over, essentially.
Lucian does very well into the short range marksman. He's able to really abuse his all-in power. A lot harder for them to kind of dodge his Q poke. It's gonna be the Nautilus maybe here. Nautilus very, very nice with Kai'Sa.
Yeah,
Able to apply so many
it's literally
plasma
it's
stacks
basically the only other option. Oh, okay, another one of
Lucian
those
Braum.
of also a strong
Old
one.
classics, really. The Lucian Braum saw a lot of play at, I believe it was Worlds 2018. Braum, Lucian pretty much able to instantly stack up the Braum passive. And just another big body to stand in front of the squadron. Yeah, gonna get into the real draft on the client here for now. Let's keep talking about these compositions. It's really gonna be up to IU very Pog here on the Vex to shut down this Yasuo early. Make sure to abuse the Vex passive against him. Make sure to dodge out of these ganks from Diana. Level 6 is the name of the show for iHeart MR here. So much of their fighting power comes from it. The Yasuo ult, Diana ult, Horn, and the Braum knockup. So many to help enable this Yasuo here. And on the side of Jimmy and friends, this Hecarim set Nautilus, they're really just aiming to disrupt the engage of iHeart MR. You can get set to flip the ulti off of the squishies, but with this very, very heavy dive composition, it looks like there was a misban. Hate to see it.
You hate to see
So
it.
I'm gonna take a little longer. But yeah, it's
well done. Anyway, back to whatever we're talking about, the champions. We're gonna go back to Yasuo being enabled by many knockups.
very, very interesting to see two dive comps just collide into each other. But with these types of games, it's just gonna be a huge snowball for one side, and I foresee a big stomp coming for one team.
And which one do you think that is?
Which
iHeartMR? Jimmy and friends?
I think it might be Arhamar just because Yasuo Diana is so much stronger on the level 6 spike in comparison to Jimmy and friends, who really want to kind of get that first item going before they're really comfortable with just going ham. Like Set will, and also although Set does pretty well into the Ornn in the side lane, get the I believe it's Sunder, Bork, or he can go any mythic honestly. He can go Triforce Hullbreaker if he so pleases. But I feel like by the time that this set really can just brutalize the Ornn side lane, the game is gonna be in a pretty good state for iHeart MR here.
We'll see how that happens, because, like you said, the two dive comps. It's gonna be fun watching these team fights just turn out, seeing all the flanks happening, trying to figure out when to go in, when to not, when to kite, when to go back in, because both these teams have so much re-engage potential, and yeah, we literally can't stop talking about how much these teams want to just go in there and go ham, because maybe we could see some sort of stomp going down, which is still very likely. Like as you said, this can definitely go towards one side if one team manages to get the early edge, early lead. And with that, that's going to be both their teams' win conditions. Just try to find picks, or just straight up just find a very, very nice engage and win the game off that.
And with that, I believe we're gonna head to pretty small break. Turn to you shortly with game 2. What is up with it, boys? We're here, game 2, and I don't know if you can see on the meme map, I don't know if you can hear it, but it is IRMR furiously pinging towards the bot lane tribe rush. They do have Braum, they're probably going to look to leverage their level 1 advantage, which is incredibly large, might I add. Braum so strong in level 1.
30 seconds until minions
And
spawn.
Golden Ratio might be in danger. They need to bail now.
Yeah, VII gonna
Yeah.
get a flash out early.
That is why I actually do prefer, rather than staying try, you kind of want to stand right outside of it. It's a bit more risky just because if they blitz towards it from the jungle above you, you can get caught. It's a lot safer in scenarios like that where they try to pass through bot or they try to pass around. You can catch it out early
Minions have
and
spawned.
escape it. In that case, the probably would still have the flash, which is pretty important, I'd say. It is very scary in this lane to be Kaisa, especially
Yeah,
if you ever get tagged by a single Braum Q.
it's over.
Looks like this game, both junglers are pathing bot here. Both starting topside once more. This time it is a Jimmy and friends with the ward on the red to get information on where they're starting.
Yeah, and
course,
before we go any farther, for anyone that literally just joined, this is the Scarlet Classic, the start of it, round number 1. The only round number 1 game. It is a best of 3 until the finals, which is the best of 5, and that will be held in person at the Jersey Mike's Arena. So, yay, first LAN tournament in 2 years, or LAN finals at least.
I mean, there was the one for, I believe it was Fireside. That was a bit more scuffed. It was more just like, hey, you'll play in the last era, right? Yeah, good job, guys. You got this.
We did it.
2 people weren't even there, I believe, because of COVID concerns. Looks like they are once more. iHeartMR gonna hit level 2 first. Makes more sense. They are Lucian Bomb so hard.
I also want to
for
point out a very interesting thing I just noticed. The spellbook on the orange. You don't really see that rune very often. And
Yeah,
here it is.
Gonna hurt his trades a lot more in lane, but it's gonna be a lot more helpful outside of it. It's already, like, this lane's already pretty hard for Ornn, set so strong for the melee champions. So he's just looking to play for the team advantage with it. Maybe look for some plays. bring the ignite and exhaust to the team fights. Toasty does miss out on the cannon here. Wiz does get crashed in, as both junglers finally bought here. Looks like Pile on the Cone gonna full clear his jungle by 3:15. Doesn't have the smite though, so it looks like
That is
Dian's gonna
ideal.
get the free crowd.
That is the ideal, but Pylon, he's coming
Well,
down bot
Golden
lane.
Ratio,
Golden
he's
Ratio,
stepping up.
yeah, he's gonna start things off. He's only level 2 though, but Soonest is gonna get hooked up. He's gonna get rooted, but look at this, Twitch already coming in for the counter gank. There, surely that'll be first blood going over to Jimmy and friends. Maybe even the second kill. Soonest trying to hunt him down, but Golden Ratio still will go down. But Soonest, he's still alive, but Venan will be able to shut him down. Twitch now all alone in a 1v2, but has no abilities to even get onto Venan, and quick double kill. We saw the same thing in game number 1, but the other way around.
Venan and Pylon are running the new Rune Treasure Hunter.
Oh, okay.
And that is 3 stacks instantly on both of them. That's kicking off the snowball how you want it. That's
Yeah,
an extra,
already.
That's
Look
an
at the
extra
gold charts.
540 gold.
Yeah.
For both combined for both of them there. It means Venan's getting his early quiver and tier going. It means Pile on the Cone is living base with tier and tier 2s as well.
Oh, wait a minute. Twitch might be caught out here a little bit. Nope, they're just gonna point out that they're there. And IU very pug. Showing the power of the Vex into the Yasuo here. There's the slow. Lods is going to get caught up and taken out by Pylon. This is already looking to a great early start coming out of Jimmy and friends.
Pylon, the Cone, at impact. 4 KP in 4 minutes. He is everywhere on this Hecarim pick, and his comfort is showing. He's claiming another
Toasty.
mass treasure hunter stack.
Toasty might get jumped here.
He actually is in position for this counter gank here. ward spotted, which is really nice for Pawn. Allows him to know that, hey, I have the vision point there. I can hit it off towards me, check to see if Diana's there. But no, Toasty just gonna take the back. His wave's in a pretty garbage spot, but he should be fine. Meanwhile, Venan gonna try to look to maybe leverage the double offensive advantage he got over. Gonna check a lot more spells out with impunity here, really. He has the mana to back it there. And it's gonna be IU very pog, kinda just calmly brand down this
Ooh,
Yasuo.
Toasty with the haymaker takes Chrissy
Oh,
dumping
look.
down very low, but Wad's in a lot of trouble. Still has the flash, but the Hecarim ultimate is already up and available, and so is the Vex ultimate as well, and that will be enough damage to take him out.
Played beautifully there. I really love how IU very pog waited for the Hecarim Fear to come in
Oh, wait a minute.
to throw his ulti. Made
I
sure.
heard Amar. They moved up into the
Yeah, level
river.
4. Huge hook.
Yeah, big
Down.
hook. And there's just, yeah, look at this. Jimmy and friends already taking over the game as Storm Fury will go down. Twitch will live with a sliver of HP, and just like that, that's going to be the first dragon going over to Jimmy and friends. And they are running away with this early game at this point. 3K gold.
Talked about this. iHeart and Mars comp is not real until they get to this level 6
Oh,
spike.
are you very pog? Use the flash very early. The
get
last
choked
breath
down
will
by
go
the
in.
wall.
That should be enough damage, but the Terrify is there. But there is the final stab, and will be able to finish off IU very pog.
The fear was not, did not occur with Yasuo or Inver turret, so he was able to get out of that. And of course, Q at the very end hit, unfortunately for IU very pog, so he gets taken down there. And meanwhile, I believe Toasty in the top lane working towards, pretty sure that's Bork. Rush now that,
Could
oh,
be.
it could still be
It could
going
still
into
be the
Iron
Gore
Spike
Drinker.
Whip. Yeah, it could still go into Iron Spike Whip, but maybe Z Ornn will end up being the Bork first. Looks like Ornn did rush the Warren's Mail, which has been seeing some more use worldwide as a rush item rather than the Tab Eye. Its effectiveness is pretty darn good early. Your 9 flat damage reduced on all auto attacks on top of the 40 armor is very useful. I mean, look, that Q auto, the double Q auto only did about 100 or so damage there, and which is one of the set's main damage tools. It's so much.
Yeah, and I heard Amar. They're gonna rotate almost their entire team towards the mid lane, try to find something. Maybe just to get some vision down. It seems
Nothing
like.
really to fight for now. Dinah, most notably, has level 6 finally there. Yasuo has level 6 up as well. IU very probably needs to be playing a bit more careful. I believe he could be going into that's either the Everfrost or the Crown. Maybe Crown could be better here.
Maybe, but Pylon, he has the ghost back up. The hook doesn't connect though. And he's going to get exhausted quite immediately. Big Diana ultimate going down onto Golden Ratio, and that's going to be the first kill. But a nice Hecarim Terrify will be enough to take down Twitch. But Pylon with the sliver of HP. Meanwhile, in the top lane, there's going to be another 1v1. Crispy Dumpling has the heal from the spellbook, and that's going to be enough to win the 1v1. And Pylon actually does go down as well because of a flash forward coming out as soon as. And just like that, iHeart and Mar, they're back on the board.
Yeah, that comes down to the missed flash hook from Golden Ratio is so huge in this matchup. Especially for that play there. The flash key missing means he wasn't able to get the slow field down in time. Hecarim wasn't able to get a good E off. The exhaust came down as well. And Brum didn't even have ulti at the time.
I believe he was still level 5.
Yeah. Maybe that play could have worked if Golden Ratio was 6, but unfortunately did not have the depth charge to get onto the Lucian there. And of course Diana for the counter gank. 2-man ult, just enough damage to burst down Golden Ratio and pound the cone, of course, not long for the world after. And with that, Ornn, of course, did win the 1v1 The ulti passive proc doing so much damage against Toasty there.
Yeah, and the summoner spell heal from yours truly, the spell book.
Who needs the healing grass? We have summer spell to heal, man. Looks like Toasty is going for the Hullbreaker rush, which I don't necessarily like as much into the board. Looks like Dyna's padding top here, and pile on the cone is looking.
Glacial Augment, not Glacial Augment, that's the Everfrost. Very Pog is gonna get the
I
kill.
don't agree with the ult commit from Very Pog,
Yeah,
but it's committed
but,
nonetheless. Maybe he can print bot and make a play with it. No, it's already taken down.
Yeah, who knows? But it was enough to secure the kill, so good on them.
Yep, Yasuo now 1-3. This is definitely what you want to see. The terrifying twosome of Diana Yasuo, having them be combined 1-5, they're not going to be able to pump out as much damage as they would have liked, which is so important.
There is a lot of members of Jimmy and friends down the bot river. They want to try to get this dragon that's coming up in 20 minutes, but Toasty, he's going to get chunked down pretty low, but the Haymaker is going to be able to equalize some sort of the trade, but here comes the Oranhorn, a good showstopper, allows Crispy Dumpling to miss the ultimate, but Toasty in a lot of trouble. Twitch is there in case Crispy Dumpling does get very low, but it looks like Toasty will just play back, maybe, unless he goes for an aggression, but the Haymaker makes, does a lot of damage, but Twitched comes in and finishes the kill.
Yeah. And look at this.
Pylon.
Completely alone
He is very alone. The calling is going to take him down very low, but Venan, he needs to try to do damage, but the wind wall is just so annoying at this point as Venan will get knocked up and taken down. Shutdown going over to Sooniz, and now it seems like the gold lead has been equalized, and now I Heart Amar back in the driver's seat.
Yas getting 2 kills, Dyna getting 1, not what the doctor ordered. Golden Ratio had to sacrifice his life to prevent the Yasuo from getting the ult on Veen, but Veen ended up dying in the end anyway, just because of the combined slows and chase down potential from the Lucian and Braum duo. And now, because he had to cover bot lane, Twitch is just feasting on his topside jungle there. Maybe Pyle and the Kun got a bit too overconfident, thinking that, oh, Dyna's top lane, I can just get this dragon for free, but no. Claude, Sooniz, and the Stormfury just pull up to him, and yeah, it's a 2-for-0 play.
Oh,
Pylon's
back in the mid lane. But the thing is,
ulti, but
yeah, it does have the
spotted
ulti.
so much vision.
Oh, Twitch waiting in the wings. So is Pylon, but they have an idea that Pylon's in the area, so Wads will not overcommit at all. Meanwhile, plates will be taken in the bot lane to the side of Jimmy and friends, so a little bit of extra cash in their pockets. Toasty though, he's gonna get knocked up. But here comes the trade, and it's gonna somewhat equalize it, but
doing much damage.
Yeah,
though.
the Hullbreaker.
Hullbreaker not doing much to help him against the Warden's Mail, Bramble, Bombi, Tavai. These autos are not dealing much damage. This Ornn is gonna be unkillable. Meanwhile, Venan has a bit of a hodgepodge build together. Caulfield, probably gonna go into Mana Moon, Pickaxe, and Noon Quiver for a Kraken most likely. Build's kind of all over the place there.
Yeah, he's trying to build 2 items at once. It's the new meta apparently.
Yeah.
But there's a Dragon Call going over to I Heart Amar, and Jimmy and friends just have no way of responding to that.
Yeah, it's so scary. Yas, Diana will both have their ultis up. It's only going to get harder and harder as the game goes on. They only have the 1 exhaust on Golden Ratio, and it's not even up, so it's kind of hard to take the fight there, even if they do have their ultis up. IU very Pog, trying to take a roam time rebut, but not gonna find anything. As Warren's just gonna proxy.
Warren's gonna just proxy. He's gonna try to run away from the In the face
Honestly,
smack.
I think that Ornn could have actually fought it. Toasty gonna bleed a cannon while trying to make this trade, while trying to make that trade happen. This Hullbreaker is not really doing much for him here. Sure, he's tankier, but he just does not have the damage to contest this Ornn push.
Yeah, Toasty getting a little desperate. There's
Oh,
the
death
death
charge.
charge, but the dash away is going to be enough to keep him alive. VII now in a lot of trouble. Dan ultimate is going to be in. Flash away from VII, but golden ratio still will go down. Did use the flash on his own, and now the Herald. Wait, not sure about this TP. It's still going to get canceled. The last breath is there. IU Very Pog is still alive, but the wind wall blocks the Vex ultimate. And now Laz will be going in, but good flash coming out of IU Very Pog to respond to the Yasuo flash. Will be getting killed off by Pylon the Cone.
I don't know what I just saw, but I'm gonna pretend I didn't just see. That was
Yeah,
a
that was a little
beautiful
bit of a
mess of
miscommunication, it seems like.
TP under the turf, my very pog. Yasuo goes back in, flashes for Q, only till it realize, hey, wait, I don't actually feel much damage. Then ulti being chucked in Windwell, feared out of the Everfrost. So much goes wrong so quickly.
It wasn't even
Oh.
just one side, it was both sides.
Yeah, both sides just played that about as bad as they could. But hey, Pylon the Code gets the kill there, yeah.
Hey, and now Pylon and Twitch are having a 1v1, but the problem is there's two members of I Heart Amara going to help with the 1v1. But Golden Ratio is coming in, but Toasty, he's here, he has the showstopper, but he's opting to not use it. The Ornn Horn into the choke point is very good. Now here comes VII, he's trying to come in, but he doesn't have enough damage to kill anyone off. And that's just the go button for I Heart Amar there. Finally the showstopper, but Toasty with the triple kill just out of nowhere. And now he's in the 1v2. He definitely can get a penta here, but he is already dead as two low members of I Heart Amar managed to escape a team fight win.
Almost the play of the century from Toasty, the grand wraparound. He almost got them all.
He almost did. Oh my god, imagine if that was a penta. Imagine. That's like a Reddit moment,
as
right?
you saw on a-
That was almost like a Reddit moment.
Vexel was 1 second off until it
Oh,
up. That
okay.
would have been the
Okay, soon as
yeah,
should
no,
go down
no.
here. Yep, there we go. 1,000 gold.
700 gold mana Hecarim.
Yeah.
That's,
700 plus
bang
kill
for
gold.
him, and it's not
1,000
easy.
gold. Yeah, 1,000 gold going over to the Hecarim. Almost finished his Manamune. Manamune on Hecarim.
Yeah. Sticking to all reliable. I'm pretty sure that towards the end of last patch, Hecarim's ended up just foregoing the tier, going full tank instead. But maybe after the nerfs, you do need some of the damage. So, also with him being, 527, most gold on his team by about 2k. Yeah, you can afford to go some damage here and there.
Yeah, I think you could.
Dyna actually is going, looks like it's gonna be the Riftmaker, which is a bit atypical. Dyna usually build for a heavy burst. Either going Protobelt or Night Harvester. But with how healthy Toasty and Pylon and Golden Ratioed are, it does make
And now,
sense.
Toasty and Lod's gonna duke it out here.
Yeah, but Lod, you're not taking the
Oh,
fight.
the
You want
showstopper
him.
is going to be used, but meanwhile there's a fight in the Dragon Pit. It's going to get started off by IU Very Pog. And just like that, it's just going to be a poking game.
Thorn feels nothing.
Yeah, and
This Thorn feels
yeah,
nothing.
I Heart Amar actually,
He stares
yeah.
at you. Just ask what are you gonna do about it. He has the upgraded Sunfire cape. He is sitting on a grand total.
Ooh, Brahm's going to get caught out here. The shield is there, but here comes the Vex ultimate. And that should maybe be enough damage, and there it is. IU Very Pog, but Twitch with the big Diana ultimate. It's gonna shred the HP bars of everyone, but Pylon, he has his Manamune upgraded. He can do whatever he wants in this team fight. He's gonna
What I talked about, man.
help him.
Look at-
Yeah.
It was the exhaust, and now they're just chasing them down. The exhaust was so big. Instead of a Dino ult, 4-man wiping out everyone, it was everyone living 500.
Oh wait, hold on a
HP.
second.
They're
There's the
gonna try
Ornn Horn.
and here with
It actually,
Yasuo.
yeah, the Ornn Horn missed. That's very big. It doesn't let lots to go in, and it's gonna be a somewhat of a clean dragon take over to Jimmy and friends.
Yeah, gold swinging back and forth, man. now virtually even here. Toasty finally working towards the second item. Once he gets it, I believe he'll be able to match the He's already able to match the Yasuo, but against the Ornn, I'm pretty sure he'll have an easier time with it. It was such a clutch exhaustive from Golden Ratio. It allowed them to turn the fight. Vex ult got, I believe, 3 or 4 resets as well, helping out so much there. Pumping out so much damage with a very Pog. Now 2 completed items. Seeing around 38 bonus pen at max from the Shadow Flame there, which should be enough on Lucian to do true damage, and I'm pretty sure almost Yasuo. And almost anything.
Yeah, definitely, and so far, second items have been finished up for Jimmy and friends. There's the Chem Tank. Hold on a second, as Crispy Dumpling is going to get caught a little bit. Good Terrify to interrupt the dash. But I feel like that's all they're going to do. Golden Ratio is coming in. The Vex Ultimate is going to be used as well, but Twitch, he's going to jump onto Golden Ratio, try to find some sort of kick here. There's the Dan Ultimate used very early into the fight, actually, and there's the Hecarim Ultimate. VII trying to do what he can, try to do as much damage, but just like that, there's so many low health bars on iHeart and Mar, but none of them will go down, and even VII will go down. He tried to do something. He could not do enough damage to kill off any of them, and that's going to be Baron going over to iHeart and Mar. What a team fight coming out from them, as they will take this Baron 21 or 22 minutes in, actually. And
just such a split fight.
Yeah.
VII wasn't ever able to really get in. Sure, he has guilty, but with no real CC. Tried to finish off the Ornn, but it wasn't enough. Lucian just gunned him down 10 through 5, 2 items. He's so strong on this pick. Looks like
in the
Hecarim's
beginning,
gonna work
yeah, in
towards
the beginning it
Death
did
Dance
look
here.
good. In the beginning it did really look good for Jimmy and friends, but they were dumping a lot of abilities on Crispy Dumpling, and he's not really that big of a target.
Vex ult committed, and such a big fight tool is just being lost on Crispy Dumpling, especially when Very Pog is not getting any resets. That hook was a big
Oh, that's a
but
big
it's
hook onto Storm
nonetheless-
Fury, but is there enough backup in time? And also the answer will be yes, as Crispy Dumpling, he wants to go back in. He's gonna go for the dash. The Everfrost will be enough, but the Diana Ultimate will be able to chunk VII down very low, but Waz is looking for it. But a big Hecarim Ultimate and the Showstopper. There's the dive cut we were talking about. Waz trying to do his best and trying to do something with the last breath, but it's not going to be enough, and he will go down to the team wipe. Bye-bye Baron for iHeart MR.
Comfort over meta. This is how it is. Vex triple fear on the ult taken from the W, and Pile on the Cone immediately sees it into
immediate
another
ultimate.
triple man fear. Vex gets the reset off.
And Toasty with the Showstopper.
Yeah, Toasty Showstopper. Just a magnificent fight to turn around to turn it around the gold lead. That was such a big fight to win, because that was with the Baron empowered adaptive stats coming in for iHeart MR there.
What a team fight coming out of them.
Just too far away to get follow-up on the ulti of Diana. I guess it was main miscommunication of her going in so quickly.
Yeah, her going in so quickly. Lods could have used the last breath there, but he just wasn't, either he wasn't in range or he just didn't expect that quick of a Diana ultimate usage. Could be a little bit of a miscommunication, but either way, there is a turret going down the lot for Jimmy and friends.
Yeah, no MR still on anyone from iHeart MR other than not even Ornn. It's really only the Sunfire Aegis.
It's very ironic. That's kind of ironic now that I think about it. iHeart team called iHeart MR has no MR.
Wazoo Kaisa is approaching her 3-item spike here. Not going for the triple evolve build. I think only 2 evolves might not even have the
Either
E
way.
actually.
But
Yeah,
but look at this. Dragon going to be the priority now. But
they have
they're
2
setting up a kill bush.
They have
Look at
They
this.
have 2 blue trinkets to check.
Wait,
this.
they only see Lucian in the Dragon Pit. They know something's up here. There's the nice
it's
two-man
up
ultimate into
for
the last
ulti.
breath, but VII is in a lot of trouble. He's gonna go down first. There's, yeah, I heard Amar. It's their turn to use their own dive comp, and look what it's done for them. They're gonna be able to secure the second dragon for themselves. And now, so Keldric, we see the power of both
We've
of these
seen 2
teams.
sides of the coin.
Yeah. Now tell me, which one do you think will win more? Or, I guess, harder? Harder? Better?
It did not help that fight. Toasty was not able to gain. He was too far away. IU very pog. His ulti hit more. And he didn't have flash to fear the backline. And of course, Dynasty also were able to get their shenanigans off.
Here comes the Ornn item coming in for Sunas. Upgraded
Looks like it's
Gale
only
Force.
Nasco and Braum left for now. With that, they're going to be pushing down mid here. No Baron on the table, but they should be able to push
They
it
have,
fine.
yeah, they definitely do
No.
have, yeah, they have the
Yeah.
mana advantage, so they'll be
They
fine.
don't have really wave clear, but now that IU very pog is here, he should be able to wave clear just fine. Look on the
Ooh,
wall.
there's a nice
Not
hook,
sure.
but
They still have the
not
Toast
sure
off
about
for
this.
them.
Yeah, not sure about this engage. There's only 4 members alive, but meanwhile, look at this in the top lane.
Yeah,
Pylon.
look, Furious pings onto Ornn ulti timer from iHeart MR here. They're gonna try to look potentially all their key ultis up.
Yeah,
Same
yeah.
with Jimmy and friends. This could be a big fight for this
But
mid turret
yeah, but
here.
they don't have to commit too much, but look at this dive comp coming out of iHeart Amar. That's 2 members already gone. And now VII trying to do what he can to try to kill Lods, but the crit is better on the side of Lods as Toasty is in a lot of trouble. I don't think has the Haymaker just yet, but with 3 members of iHeart Amar still alive, Pylon he needs to go. He doesn't win this base race at all.
It's so hard for Jimmy and friends who have clear safely. Look at the go buttons. That time it was a flash Rob ulti, but still Ornhorn.
Pylon's
Dino
still
flash
going.
R.
Pylon's still
Yeah,
going. Toasty,
called
he's trying to
support,
stop the
but Dino
backs.
took their back off. Yeah, it's
He's
just
trying
gonna
to
be an outer traded for 2 turrets and an inhib because of the
I
lost fight.
don't think he gets this tower.
No,
Yeah, he doesn't.
that's for sure.
He
yeah,
can't.
he
As soon as
fail.
it's back up, Diana has already went for the recall. They think he's gonna try to steal away the red buff, but
Golden
looks
Ratio
like he's
actually
not gonna
needs to
do
get
that.
vision around Baron soon, because base checking into iHeart MR is the last thing you want to do. But the Baron area is just completely black. He's trying to clear out the pink ward below him, but that doesn't necessarily matter much.
Yeah, he definitely
They're
needs
gonna
to.
push out mid, gonna make it a lot easier to get vision control that way, as long as the wave's pushed out. And yeah, they need to walk as a team.
Yeah, Jimmy and
Everyone
friends.
on
They
iHeart MR is gonna take resets by picking some pink wards in
They
base,
had-
most likely. No,
yeah,
I
and
guess
but
not.
Jimmy and friends, they just need to group as 5. They have their dive potential. They just need to locate who is where in the team fight in terms of enemies, and like you said, also get as much vision as possible. Right now, the only thing that's enabling iHeart Amar to just come back in here is that vision play, providing so much vision, and
He's
while
just
at the same time also
Kerma
denying.
grouping with the Hull Breaker. He's no side waves addressed at all. They're gonna try to threaten Baron here, but it's just a bait. They have no blue trinkets up just
Well,
yet.
they know.
Ratio's finally spying them out with a good ward placement there.
And they're 5-man strong. Toasty's gonna go for a little bit of a split push. Jimmy and friends, they need to be careful. They need to leave. They just need to buy time for the set to try to go for some sort of split push, but does have to teleport.
Yeah, now
That's
Pink's on the way to
important.
Baron once more. The dance continues. Toasty finally. They saw Toasty boss. So they're
Wait, but
trying
this
to
Baron's
break
going
it
down very fast. I don't think they expect it.
Yeah, Diana does so much damage to it. It's already gone.
Yeah, it's already gone. They have no idea. Once
Now
the
they
ward
can
goes
turn,
down.
They have the orbital. Look, there's section of the roof. Huge fear, but is it enough?
Oh wait, that's gonna be a catch onto the Vex. That's a very big pick. Now VII gonna be in a lot of trouble. Has to flash away. Soon is gonna use the culling to try to chunk them down a little bit more. But the teleport is actually gonna get cancelled. But the Hecarim ultimate a little too late as Pylon needs to run for the hills. Diana ultimate gonna be questionably used, but it will not matter too much, as second Baron will be secured by iHeart MR, and they might get to Dragon Soul point as well.
Trying to cancel. They're trying to catch Zet on the recall, but he is able to back safely here. But yeah, the turn is just so quickly with the Auron ult. IE very Pug barely clipped with him because Yas gets the ult off, he just gets instantly erupted. Dragon coming up in 5
I don't know
seconds,
if
they're gonna have to give it their
yeah, I don't
position.
know if anyone else caught this, but Toasty was able to deny the Auron teleport by taking down the tier 2 tower down the bot lane. So it's a little bit of a plus over to the side of Jimmy and friends. But we'll see if that'll turn out to anything. As I heard Amar, they want to push down this bot lane, but Toasty, he is in a lot of trouble. The Haymaker is used, and there's the damage, but Toasty is just suiciding at this point. And here comes the Auron Horn, going to target onto Golden Ratio. But here's the Diana Ultimate into the last breath. There's the Wombo combo we wanted. And just like that, 3 members are gone. 40 seconds on Toasty, 35 and 30 on the bot lane and support of Jimmy and friends respectively, as iHeartMR will march down the base. Very Pog, basically the only member that can actually do damage, and he's going to be taken down soon as already 15 and 5, just running around, dashing around, not even going to get taken down. The Locket's going to do enough to keep him alive. Oh, wait, never mind. There's the, I think, Red Smite burn, and that's going to be the ace. All the minions are going to be emoting as the Nexus will fall, and iHeartMR with the 2-0 victory over Jimmy and friends.
The differences between game 1 and 2 so large. A real fight given by Jimmy and friends there. Such a back and forth game. These two compositions that play virtually the same. Both teams playing it so well in the fights, but it really came down to iHeartMR just playing the map better. They got there. They got fights on their own accord. They were the ones engaging onto him. They were the ones getting the Yasuo ult onto the squishy targets that they needed before the Hecarim was able to cause any disruption, before the Vex was able to jump and gain fears. And that was why they were able to come out on top there.
That was definitely a fun game to watch. It was a nice lead by Jimmy and friends, but they just weren't able to keep the tempo. They weren't able to try to just find more picks, try to get more ahead, and with these mistakes, iHeartMR were able to capitalize and